Howdy folks, and welcome to the Lifestyle Overland Story. I'm Kevin, this is my wife Sarah, daughters Caroline and Abigail, and our furry family member, Ace. This morning, we spent some time soaking in a beautiful hot spring surrounded by some curious coots before pointing our Magnuson supercharged Tundra north for much needed high-octane fuel so we could continue our exploration of Nevada. While we try to stick to dirt as much as possible, it was time to relocate to a whole new area, so the ARB dual air compressor was called into action. If you've been watching us for very long, then you know this format has been our go-to for airing up duties since 2014. Oh, and we're not sponsored by ARB. Recently we've added an automatic air up tool to the mix to be able to set the pressure and walk away, which is handy for when you're checking the rig for road travel, making a sandwich, or changing a diaper. Eventually, this unit will have a permanent home in the Tundra, but you can't beat the versatility of a portable case for now. After about 20 minutes, all 6 35-inch tires were aired up for high-speed travel. Now, I know there's plenty of fancy air-up options out there these days, but this tried-and-true combo is hard to leave behind. Let us know about your favorite air-up method in the comments below, and maybe we'll experiment in the future.
All right, buddy boy. Ready to go bye-bye? Okay. That was graceful, Ace.
Alright, back into Tonopah for a little bit of fuel. Sitting on empty. The light hadn't come on yet, so I'm just curious to see how much reserve this truck actually has, because I know it is deep. Alright, there you go. That's really a deep reserve. Next on the list is some water. We are at a week and a half now. Still good. Still got probably enough to get us by, but just for emergency purposes, I like to keep it as topped off as possible. It does add a lot of weight though. It's a trade-off. Alright, so it was non-potable up at the Love's travel stop, so we came down the road just a little ways to the RV park. All good to go. $5, topping us off.
More water.
The water maid.
Ready to go.
After a long day of pounding pavement, we couldn't stop thinking about an area we had visited a week or so ago, and since it was on our way north, we decided to pop in for a familiar, predictable camp before darkness caught up with us. This time around, we found a livestock tank someone had repaired with heavy plastic, and after some cleanup and improvements to the liner, we all slipped in for a quick soak before dinner. Tonight, Nevada was ready to show off again and gave us a beautiful sunset to enjoy as the light slowly faded away to the sounds of wild burros braying from the sage, making for a magical yet comical end to our day. It gives you something to do, doesn't it, boy? What's for breakfast? Ooh, that looks delicious. You ready to go bye-bye? Yes.
Sun rises behind her eyes, but she still can't see it. And she's beside me, I walk slowly. She feeds my soul all the gold I could need. This whole time I've been searching for the wrong thing. She's my captain, she's the sea. She's the sun on my back, baby. She's my captain, she's the sea. She's the sun on my back, baby. Believe me, believe me, believe me. Peace. You found my heart in my mind, fighting for my bones. And I'll never have to break the code alone. She's the kind you only find in a story. I've never had anybody fight for me.
While we really needed to be covering some distance today, the temptation of another hot spring, not far off our intended path, completely distracted us for a bit. And while it was a little too warm of a day to properly enjoy it, we still had no regrets for the experience. Now, it was time to hit a trail you might have heard of a time or two. In fact, some might say it's one of the most infamous routes in all of the Wild West, though it didn't take long before we were second-guessing our width on this stretch of the Pony Express. After threading our way through the trail and dry wash, we found some smooth sailing as we made our way across the valley to the next set of mountains. Pronghorn and mule deer were plentiful along the way and kept things interesting as we began our hunt for camp. Fingers crossed, the trail up and over this low pass would have some good options, but it would seem our luck was about to run out. As we drove, the trail got tighter and tighter, with no camping options in sight, and then we were stopped in our tracks when around the next bend we found icy, slushy, muddy snow on the trail. We have not been able to catch a break on these even mildly high passes. Some of these shadowed areas are just still sloppy and snowy. I don't know if this is doable, y'all. Not with a trailer and no lockers. Before pushing on and putting us in a bad situation just before dark, I sent my handy eye in the sky up for a look to see if this was just a lingering patch or if we would have worse areas to deal with. Our little scout saved my bacon this time around, as we found multiple areas with deep drifts, which would only complicate an already tight route for our full-size Tundra and trailer. And so, we reluctantly began the arduous task of backing up to find a wide enough spot to reverse course.
Daddy.
Okay.
Hot dog. 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 Hot dog.
Oh well, I tried.
That was, hi dad, hi dad, hi dad. The whole time. So you're gonna have that going in the background. No, we're gonna ride in the truck now. We gotta go find a camping spot.
It's like Rising of the Dead over there. Well, our best laid plans did not work out, so took the smart decision, found the first camp that we could. And let me tell you, something about Nevada, there are few and far between when it comes to just wild camps. Loads of trails. You can go anywhere, basically anywhere you want to go. But don't expect to find little campsites alongside the road. This one is barely a campsite. This is just some little spur that went to some prospect. There's some really old cans, so someone camped here probably 50 to 70 years ago. And we're just going to make do. It's not level. It's just going to be camp for the night. And then we'll get up and try again in the morning.
I have a tendency to laugh at all the wrong moments. Sometimes I forget the words to my own songs. I'm not the silent type, or an exit sign, or a yellow brick road. You are the one thing that I know. It's in the wine we drink, dirty dishes in the kitchen sink, and the lights go out till the sun comes up. We are not alone. It's in the miles we drive, never having to say goodbye. It's the things we tell each other without saying a word. You are the one thing that I know.
All right, well, good morning, folks. Camp worked out just fine, but I wanted to mention this spectacular puppy just turned 1 year old. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's definitely feeling his oats right now. He's in that teenager stage, but he's still a very obedient, very fun, great traveling dog. All right, well, let's get some coffee in us, a little bit of breakfast, and continue the journey to the hot springs that have eluded us thus far.
It's in the wine we drink, dirty dishes in the kitchen sink, and the lights go out till the sun comes up. We are not alone. It's in the miles we drive, never having to say goodbye. It's the things we tell each other without saying a word. You are the one thing that I know. It's in the wine we drink, dirty dishes in the kitchen sink, when the lights go out till the sun comes up. We are not alone. You are the one thing that I know.
Nature's chew toy. Yeah. Hey, no bite. No bite. No bite. Good boy. Well, we've run into a snag. We were going to go up here to access the national forest, but private landowners have not only gated it, but also locked it. Though not very well. So this is a common practice by ranchers and such to keep the public out of the public lands. It's unfortunate. And truthfully, if this was a critical artery, I'd probably go ahead, but I'm just not interested in arguing with anybody today. I do enough of that with a toddler, so. I'm gonna whip it around, find another way. So you can see our confusion when at the turnoff, there's a sign welcoming you to the National Forest. All right, so just trying to figure out how to get around that mountain there. And as you can see here on Gaia, there is no road. On Goat Maps, there is a piece of a road. And then on Google Earth, we're actually showing there is indeed, with the satellite imagery, a good road. And it's going where we want it to go. So having multiple sources makes a big difference when it comes to navigating BLM land. Especially here in Nevada. We've seen so many roads that are not on any map, and we've been following potential roads that did not exist. So roll the dice. There's a lot of ground to cover, and not a lot of people live out here, therefore the emphasis on updating maps and creating maps for these areas isn't as high as it is in other locations. So just carry a little extra fuel. We're bringing about 8.5 gallons of extra fuel with us just in case, and we might have to use it today. We'll see. All right, another gate. Now, if you're not used to traveling out here in the West, you might look at this and think it's a closed fence. Now, this is actually a gate, and here in Nevada, you have some of these contraptions. Now, this one's broken, but if it was in place, you would actually lift up on this handle here. Usually it's tied down. You lift up to reduce the tension on this guy. Just gonna put pressure here, pull that up over the top, lift this out of its little hoop here, walk it out. Keep it straight though. Keep it tightened up. Back in its hoop. Sometimes you gotta help it, and then just lean into it. Some of them are tight. Back over its hoop, just like that. Sometimes it's just barbed wire. Sometimes it's baling wire. Might wear gloves though. It's always handy. You wouldn't want to get tetanus out here. Oh man. See, our diff is dragging, so we're trying to split the difference. Definitely wouldn't do this trail if it was nasty and muddy. That thing would bury you. It's hard enough dry. This is beautiful though. Hopefully we'll see some wild Mustangs here in a bit because their poop is everywhere. Feel like I'm up on the stagecoach. Yeah, get up there. Wow. It's a falcon and a raven fighting. With another hard-fought trek across these Nevada trails, we finally arrived at our destination, only to be faced with one last obstacle. But it was apparently nothing that Sarah, in a supercharged Tundra, couldn't handle, especially when she smells a hot spring nearby. Apologies for the rookie mistake in not zooming out to show the whole shot. I was holding my breath for this send it moment and got a little distracted. Abby, look. What is that? You ready to get in?
Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. I like that big old beetle. Oh, look at it bubbling up over there.
Oh yeah.
You wanna go eat some lunch and then go swimming? Okay.
All right, a little business before pleasure. Someone has absolutely trashed this area, so we're gonna pick up what we can. Just make it look a lot better. Get some glass out of the way for the girls as well. Now, with our newfound oasis all cleaned up, we could take a deep breath and enjoy the experience as we let our frustrations with past users fade away and focused on the magical moment of slipping into this turquoise geothermal pool. All right, Abby's down for a nap. Caroline's doing school. Time for a midday little swimmy swim. Just keeps going. Are you standing?
You have all my tippy toes.
Wow. Oh man, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is like...
I woke up with you on my mind. Watch the air turn as you breathe. Yellow morning feeling up your eyes, waking up the life in me. You set my soul on fire. You pull my heartbeat toward the sun. You give me new eyes open. You call my heartbeat into love. There's a quiet moving in your ways. It's a peace I've never known. Build my anchor, throw it in your waves. Slow it down and call you home.
Our peaceful little soak has quickly turned into not so peaceful. Let's batten the hatches. Woo! Well, as you can probably hear, it got a little crazy outside. So, Abby and I are in here eating my homemade smoked beef jerky. Whoa. Come on in, Sissy. You're welcome. You think it's that good? The next morning, we emerged from our rig feeling refreshed and revitalized after our glorious swim in this unearthly pool. Our explorations of Nevada and its remote hot springs was honestly one of our most favorite adventures yet. And that's saying a lot after over 11 years of overland travel. And so we said our farewells to this land of warmth and seclusion as we reluctantly pointed our rig back home. Nevada had genuinely surprised us with its beauty, plentiful trails, and just enough challenge to keep things interesting. Even though we were tired from a few weeks on the road, we were already dreaming of returning to explore more of this mesmerizing land. Thanks for riding along. Until next time, stay curious and remember to leave it better than you found it.